may not even know what it is. However, others do know. There are also others who may not even know that female genital mutilation, popularly known as FGM, is treated also as an honor-related crime. In this broadcast, we are featuring people from areas where FGM is practiced, and they are also experts, and they are here to help us or give insight to this topic. So in our studio today we have Mr. Mohammed Abdi. Yeah. Mohammed, please can you say hello to Radio Voice of Naija listeners?
Yeah, hello. My name is Mohammed. I'm guest at the studio Voice of Naija.
Thank you so much for coming. Yeah. We appreciate it. All right, and we have the other lady. We have another lady here, Oumy Diallo from stiching Guinea Vrouwen. Oumy, can you say hello to Radio Voice of Naija listeners?
Hello, good morning everybody. My name is Oumy.
Thank you for being with us. And then we are expecting our third guest as well. However, we just have to cruise on this topic now. But for those of you who are listening and you want to make contribution, or you may want to give us a call, please, the studio lines will be open very soon, and our numbers are 020-737-1619. Remember, this is coming to you live on Radio Voice of Naija. Now, Mr. Mohammed, do you have any personal experience or witness about FGM, female genital mutilation? Are there some experiences you have regarding that?
Yeah, myself, I don't have any experience with that.
I mean, maybe you know somebody or some people who have experience with that.
Yeah, I know a lot because where I come from, in Somalia,
yeah,
and the FGM, or female genital mutilation, is practiced, is prevalent. People everywhere, they use it. And when the girls reach the age of 6 or 5,
yeah,
they are prepared to undergo this practice of a female genital mutilation. So in our society it's common.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Wow. So once a girl is about 5 to 6 years, then she's been prepared for it.
Yeah, that is, because it's normal, because mothers, they are preparing these girls for the future, because they think that if they do it, that it will help them, and then the girl's future will be bright. They think that the girls
future will be bright.
Will be good, yeah, because because they think that this girl in the future she will get married, and she will get she will find a husband.
Yes.
And she will be a good wife.
So without the girl going through the circumcision, the girl wouldn't be a good wife. Is that the belief?
Yeah, because a girl who is not circumcised, and in our society, and especially women, they think that this girl, she will not. The future of this girl is not good.
Why? That's what we want to hear. Why is the future? I mean, this doesn't have to do with our brain. What has the future got to do with circumcision?
Because this FGM has been going on in our society, not in everywhere in the world,
yes,
for a long time.
Yes, exactly.
It's they call it pharaonic. It came from Pharaoh.
Oh, okay.
It's something which was going on for 5,000 years back.
Okay.
And it started in Egypt, in Pharaoh.
Yeah, okay.
So,
okay.
And people believe that this is a religious thing. But it has nothing to do with religion.
Exactly.
Because in Africa, Muslims practice, Christians practice, and also people without religion, or pagans also,
yeah,
they practice it.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with religion. But in our society, they think that this is religious, and you know, religious duty.
Yeah.
That's why, if the girl is circumcised, you know, they just put these things, they close
The hole.
the hole and something, and they consider it as a virgin.
Oh, okay.
So when this girl is married, when the first time that she meets her husband,
Yes.
and she's closed,
Okay.
and the man sees that this woman is virgin. If she's not circumcised, then it will be a big problem.
Wow. So that is it's a mindset. I think it's a mindset, because it doesn't have to do with closing the hole before she becomes a virgin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So at least we've heard from you. Let me hear from Oumy. Oumy, what is your take on this issue? Do you have any personal experience or witness about FGM?
Yes, you know, my English is very bad.
Well,
so
speak,
I
honey.
start with it.
I'm hearing you good.
Okay. I will say in Guinea, you know, after Somali, Guinea is the highest percentage of FGM.
Really?
Yeah, I think 96% of the women are circumcised.
Wow.
So, yes, it's a cultural issue. It's a cultural issue.
Okay.
They do it with conviction, how they say it in English. Conviction. They do it now like any girl who are not circumcised is difficult to get a husband. You are not clear, you are not respectful. And even though if you have a friends who are circumcised, it's difficult to get in touch with them. So then the girls who are not circumcised is abandoned with, how they call it, with the society.
Really?
So when you are, yes, and it's difficult to get the husband, and so.
But how do they know that the girl? Let me ask this funny question. How do they know the girl is not circumcised? Is it that they go about following this child everywhere? This lady?
You know, in Africa, most of the people, I mean, most of people know each other.
Yes.
It's not like in Europe, you don't know your neighbors or you don't know the other one. So your neighbor knows you, you knows them most of the time. But I'm talking now how when you are growing, you know, there most of the girls will be they ask them in hand from 16 or 17.
Yeah, okay.
When you are not asked in hand at that level, most of the time is something wrong in your family. So, you know, that is
you
the
mean
reason why
you mean they ask their hand in marriage?
Most of the time, the level of 16, 17 in our Fulani, most of the time.
Oh, okay.
Then, you know, that level you are living with your family.
Yes.
So all the neighbors knows most of the time, because when they are circumcising the girls, they will give a feast, you know, a party. And if you are not circumcised, that means they will never give a party, you know.
And the whole village will continue to watch to know until they see a party around you.
Yes. So I never see girls who are not circumcised in Guinea, in fact, but it's just like, you know, they believe it, they're doing it every day, and they're still doing it in Guinea.
So even despite all of this war against FGM, they are still busy with it?
Yes. I can give an example. I have a girl for 9 years, and I get every time call and bothering for my mom to do it to my girl. And I'm planning this month to go to Guinea, but I'm afraid to take my girl there because I cannot watch her everywhere she goes. So I know if I bring her, is a risk to get her caught.
Well. Yeah, exactly. So if you all bring her down there, and you know that the law here is against it, so if you take her there and then they go and cut her, and you come back here, you yourself will go in prison.
Yes, I know that.
So what are you gonna do?
Yes, that is too caution. So one, I cannot get her there, or if I take her there, I have to be watching her everywhere and you know, be with her everywhere. It will make sure that she's how they call it.
She's not caught.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
This is so terrible.
Because it's not you, the parents will decide. Sometimes it's your nephew, your tante, your own, you know. They can decide and they will do it without your concern or without your, yes.
So which cultural or traditional undermining do you think have sustained FGM practice in countries where it is still prevalent?
I don't get you good. Can you repeat the question, please?
Which cultural
basis or foundation?
Yeah, which cultural basis do you think have sustained FGM practices in the countries where they are still prevalent?
Like the cultural beliefs that's making them do that.
You know, people have, if I don't know if that is the question you are asking.
Yes, what cultural belief? What cultural belief or tradition is still making people practice this in the areas or in the countries that you know they are practicing FGM? What's the cultural belief in this?
Okay, if I can respond to your question, because you know some ways in my country they are looking at it like a religion issue. In fact, there is no hadith or there is no belief who said to cut a girl.
Yes.
So they are doing it just like a habitude, you know, just like you know in Europe here when you are wake up you can get a vaccination, you know. It's just like this is a ritual issue. They will doing it, and yes, it is like that, and
wow.
they do it.
Yes.
And when you were ready to tell them why you cannot doing it, most of them are not even they don't like to listen even. You know, they're doing it and it's a ritual, they're doing it, it's finished. So
it's terrible.
Terrible.
Do you have anything to add to this, Mr. Mohammed?
Yeah, I have something. And because this, when people think that this is a religious,
yes,
you know, they will do it and they think that is a religious duty.
Yeah.
That what they are doing it. But I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
So if you look at the Quran, and they don't tell people to circumcise.
Okay.
So
the Quran.
Yeah, because circumcision is something which came from Pharaoh a long time ago, even before Islam came. It was 5,000 years ago.
Yes.
It already existed before Islam.
Yeah, okay.
So when people are doing this, they think that this is a religious thing, and that is a duty and an obligation.
Yeah.
That's why if people learn religion or Quran, Hadith, they will see that this has nothing to do with religion.
Exactly, it's true.
Yeah. And the people who are performing this FGM, mostly there are women. When girls are circumcised, in the village they take to women, what they call midwife.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in the village.
Yeah.
And these women, they are not educated.
Yeah.
They have never gone to school. They live in the village.
Yeah.
And they don't know nothing. They don't have formal education. They don't have religious education.
Yeah.
So they think that this is religion. That's why when girls are circumcised in a village or in a neighborhood,
yeah,
they bring together maybe 10 girls from the neighborhood.
Yes.
And they make an announcement, a party, so that they tell that day we are going to circumcise these girls.
Yes.
And the whole village will come, especially women, and they do the circumcision. So it's mixed, religious and cultural.
Yes.
That is, but in the aspect of religion, this has nothing to do with the religion. So people need education. People must learn that this has nothing to do with religion.
Yes, exactly.
And so if they know, then they will see. And now, last 20 years in my country also started programs where they are fighting FGM.
Yes.
And now and I can see some people just they just stop. They don't circumcise their daughters. But that is like a drop in the ocean.
Yes.
It's
too small.
too small.
It's insignificant.
Yeah, it's not significant.
Wow, 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 wow. Well, somebody out there that is listening to this broadcast, we are talking on FGM, is honor-related domestic crime. So if you are still involved in FGM at this 21st century, please let it go, because it is not cultural and it's not as religious. So it is just a mindset that you need to drop. So stop inflicting this pain upon the baby girls, because God, who made them the way they are, knew why He made them that way. So leave their thing alone. Okay. What do you think is the honor-related relevance of FGM to those who practice it? In what way does it bring honor?
Because I think this had to do with honor.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, they are preparing this girl for the future. If it's not done, then if the girl is not circumcised in our society, we believe that this woman, this girl's future is finished.
Okay.
That girl don't have a future. And nobody is going to marry.
Yeah.
She will not find a husband. And even people will see that girl as that she's not clean.
Wow.
That they see some, like maybe prostitute or something, a girl who's not circumcised, that means that she's not virgin.
Yeah.
A woman in Africa, when girl is not virgin, that means that this girl, maybe they think that she's sleeping with every man or something. That is something which is very big. So that is that's no woman will want that to happen to their daughter. And mothers will fight and will do everything to circumcise their girls, because they see that the girl will have a good future.
Not only that, I think it's not only for the girl to have a good future, they do it because they don't want the other mothers to ostracize them or to put them aside and look at them like inferior stuff. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, because that girl, if she's not circumcised, because in the neighborhood or in the village where she lives, other women or other people will see this girl, something is wrong with her.
Wow.
That she's not good.
Yes.
So that everybody will avoid.
So to bring honor for the family, then they will want to circumcise her.
Yeah, that is something that is common. That is everybody is doing it. It's normal. So that if the girl is not circumcised, then she's ostracized.
Yes. Exactly.
That is, because it's like a cast away, something like that.
Exactly. Yes.
So nobody wants to do anything with her, and she will be isolated, and that can lead to dangerous things. That maybe that girl, she can commit suicide.
Or she can leave the society.
Yeah.
Because she can leave the society and migrate to another place.
Yes.
Wow. Is that the same way, Oumy, in Guinea, Bissau?
Guinea Conakry. I would like to say that it's also how Mr. Mohammed said it just now. When you are not circumcised in Guinea, you are be isolated. And the other side, I said, is to bring honor to the family. That is true. But sometimes I will say, and I will see it like to give satisfaction to the men.
Yeah.
Because when you are not circumcised in the head, they think you can wait till you married to be having sex with a man. I'm sorry to say it in open radio.
Yeah.
So for them, the girls who are not circumcised are ready to be virgin when they are married, getting married. Even though There are a lot of girls in Africa or in Guinea or in Somalia who are circumcised, who are prostitutes.
Yes.
Doesn't make sense to see it like that way.
You're making the right point, baby. Yes.
And the other side of the hand, they will circumcise the girls and they give them stitches, you know, to get things small. In some countries, some ways in Guinea.
No, come again. So that means they have cut the girl too wide.
Yes.
Is that what you are saying here? Because you said they give them stitches. That means
yes,
they have cut the hole too wide, or what?
Yes, no. It's natural. They will cut it and they will give stitches because they want to give the place more, and then to give the satisfaction of the man. Then the man can see a small, woman, because when it's open, then the man cannot enjoy. So it's all about the men. What I see in this case is just to give the satisfaction of the men. They are not thinking about the girl. It's just to give satisfaction of the men.
Yeah.
And all those women who do this practice, they get their own money there also. It's just like a business now.
Hello, caller, please, can you hold on?
Good morning. I want to ask something.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you say on the radio.
Yes.
What is it? Besnijding?
Yes. Yeah, besnijding, yes. Besnijding, yes.
Do you speak Dutch?
I don't speak Dutch, that's why I'm speaking English.
English?
Yes.
But why, I want to ask something. Why do women have to go under that condition? Because it's not in the Bible.
Exactly. But that is what we are speaking here. It's not in the Bible. It's not also in the Quran.
It's not in the Quran. This thing is because people want the man want to put the woman, that the woman can only make child, and it's not good for a woman to go under that condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if yes, you are right. Even if it is only for the woman to make child, the place already is too small. So that means in the making of the child too, the woman is going through lots of pain, unbearable pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's only the happiness for the man. But man, in this world where we live in now, people have to understand how many sicknesses a woman can get if that thing is not there.
Yeah.
Because God made it for a reason.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
And a man, God say in the Bible, a man, Abraham say, God say Abraham have to, the step for the man have to go. Because the thing that Moses was fighting or running from the Egyptians, and living with the woman, and God sent the angel to kill that man, and the angel tells the girl, you have to cut the meat from the penis. That is in the Bible. But I see it's not my country because I'm come from Suriname and we don't have that thing there. But my forefathers is come from Africa, where than ever, I don't care. But I'm saying this thing has to stop because you know what pain a woman can have if it don't have that thing there.
Yeah.
It is true.
If you go to the toilet, all that dirty, God has arranged everything and begging the people that listen, think that it's not, God don't make woman for nothing.
Yes.
He don't create people for nothing. He created people because he has a meaning.
Yeah.
And this thing, what the man, the power high man thing to do with woman, we have to fight for that thing, has to stop.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's true. It's true.
Can't go ever. I see in Africa, I carry unlimited children.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
You know,
true.
because the mother has to have a happiness, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
But the fact,
And to have a child, you know what?
but the fact is even that they think they are having happiness. They don't have happiness because we have also seen the men struggling to open the hole. They are struggling to put their thumb in the hole, and the hole becomes too small, too tiny, that the man is suffering to penetrate the hole and the woman is suffering to receive. So there's no enjoyment when this place becomes too tight. I think many women have to come out and then make their voices like you have come out now. There are others who are listening, and they are from these countries where these practices are going on. You see, they are not coming out, and you, all the way, you are calling, and you are feeling it because the way you are speaking, I can feel the pain in your heart. If every woman was speaking this way you are speaking now, and they join us with some of these men who are joining to do this, I believe that everybody will bring this to an end.
Yeah, people have to do that because I'm telling you, I'm not an African. I'm a Suriname girl.
Well, Suriname have origin from Africa anyway. So Suriname have origin from Africa. So
that's it because if you go touch that table for a woman, you're gonna go to prison.
Exactly.
We don't have that table. We don't have too many different in Suriname.
yeah.
One thing I'm saying, because my foreorders is coming from Ghana or from Africa, I don't care, but I'm telling now because the people, the young girls, because a man has to have pressure, or because he wants to go to a more a hole of whatever, I have to stop because the woman is on the woman. It's taking the pain. It has to stop in this world, you know? I'm fighting because I'm buying book and I'm reading that book and I see this can be happen. It's not good because
Exactly.
God put it in the Bible. God put it for the man.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's true. Thank you so much. I don't know your name, but
You're welcome. You're welcome.
What's her name? What's her name?
Yes.
What's her name?
A woman that
may I know your name?
for this thing.
May I know your name, please? And we will encourage you to call more, please.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice evening, though, yeah?
Yeah, thank you, and keep listening. Thank you. In case you have more contribution, please feel free. Thank you. Yes, Oumy?
Yes, sir. She's
Yeah,
doing good.
exactly. You see the pain, Mr. Mohammed. Do you feel? No, you're not in your hair, but listen, I know you're hearing your voice. What we want to hear is your voice, not your hair.
Because the pain is too much.
Yeah.
And the suffering which women undergo and under this circumcision is too much. Because almost 20 years ago, when I was in Africa, where I used to live, there was a young girl. She was circumcised. And that girl, whenever she had a menstruation,
Yes.
she will have a lot of pain.
Yes.
And we were living in the same building at that time, and this girl was having too much pain.
Yes.
One day we asked, what's wrong with this girl? Her mother.
Yes.
And the mother will not tell us. But later we found out that the girl, because of this, was circumcision, because the hole was too small.
Oh my God.
But the problem was that because in the menstruation,
Yeah.
blood doesn't come out.
The weight must come out.
So that it was too tight.
Oh.
That's why she was having too much pain.
Yes.
And one day they took to the doctor. It was a good doctor, and he just asked a lot of questions, and then he examined the girl, and he told the mother that this girl, the hole must be open little bit, so that the blood
can be coming out.
come out.
Can you imagine?
Because this blood, which is not coming out,
Yeah.
is still inside.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to come out. And that is hurting too much.
Yeah.
And he said that this girl can be infertile.
Yes.
If it goes like that.
Yes.
So that she will never have children. And the mother of that girl herself was educated.
Mm-hmm.
And she was a nurse herself in practice.
Yes.
She should know these things. Because she was not doing anything because she was respecting the cultural things and the society.
Yes.
That's why this girl was having too much pain.
Yes.
But the doctor tell her, you have to do these things. Otherwise, because this complication, it will be too big, and it can lead to
her death.
yes. It can lose her life.
Yes, exactly.
So it can. So then later, it was difficult to take a decision. The mother, but she took that decision, and she opened the hole so that to relieve the pain from the girl.
Wow.
Imagine if that girl was not married, maybe for another 5 years, she will still undergo this pain.
Yes.
Another 5 years, maybe 10 years of that pain. Then imagine how much damage
Yes.
can cause that that problem
Exactly.
to her health.
Yes.
That's why people don't know. Even the people, the women who practice this, who are doing this circumcision, they don't know because they are not qualified. They don't have education. Because when you are doing this operation,
Yeah.
this kind of operation must be done by someone who's qualified, a doctor,
Yeah.
who knows what is, which area is cutting, which blood vessels, all these things. But
Yeah.
these women, they don't know.
No.
They just cut and stitch and just leave like that.
God Almighty.
And later, who is suffering is the girl who is suffering.
It's a girl.
And
Yes.
some people, some girls, even when they at the birth, when they are giving birth, they die
Yeah.
because of. And you hear a lot of these things in Africa. So it's something which goes on for the rest of her life.
So
It's very dangerous. So
it is. It is.
and
It is.
I think this should be stopped.
Yeah. So, Oumy, why is it difficult to persuade some African mothers to stop FGM?
Most of the people, to stop them, you are saying.
Yes, why is it difficult to persuade some of the mothers? Because I think I have a friend, I believe everybody knows her, from Zara Nale.
Zara.
When she was saying that her mother was always wanting that the daughters have to come down home for this to FGM because the village people are troubling the woman. Huh? Can you imagine? Meanwhile, Zara is an ambassador of FGM, and here she just, she was just saying this. She said, "Helen, can you imagine? They are troubling my mother. They said no, these girls have to come. They don't need to remain in Europe. They have to come so they can be circumcised."
Yes. Yes. It's happened also to me, to a lot of my friends. What I can say is to talk about it and to make sure and to learn people when you are circumcised is not good, is give you more difficulties than good things. So, and the men all themselves to tell them to make sure that they can stand by with the women to show they like more the girls who are not circumcised than the girls who are circumcised.
Yes.
In fact, I have, we in my community, most of the women are living with the men. They have a lot of problems. Most of the men are married to 2 wives because they are not getting really satisfaction of the women.
Wow.
So when you are circumcised, you don't need the men. I don't say you are not active in sex or you cannot do it. You are not enjoying.
Yeah.
When you are doing something who's not giving you pleasure, you will think it's better not to do it.
It's true.
Okay, so it's better than when the men are talking about it and help us and to let this go, because it's harming our daughters, harming our mothers, because most of the women are circumcised when they are giving birth, somewhere they go, they lose blood or they die. And what makes me too much touch, when you are getting circumcised as a little girl for 6 years,
Yes.
you have to go under this pain and you don't need to cry. And
Hey!
I will tell you when you are crying, they will say, no, you don't have to cry. Then you have to put it inside you. And it's so harmful and it's so painful. And sometimes the girls go to diet because, they are doing it how the master, as Mohammed said just now, in the village with the bad instrument. and sometimes can give you infections,
Exactly.
HIV or
Yeah.
something, because they are using it one how they call it?
They use one blade for every one of the
everyone.
girls
So,
for the day.
yes, then can give a lot of problems to the girls himself. And you are sitting home, you think you make a good thing for your daughter, and before making a good thing, you are harming her life.
Wow.
So I would say it's very, very bad issue. It's very bad culture. We have to let it go.
Yes, exactly.
How we are doing it is very good to stand by and talk about it.
Yes.
Please go ahead and doing it.
Thank you so much, Oumy. Well, if you're out there and you want to give us a call on this test, because we are discussing on FGM, is honor-related domestic crime, give us a call on 020-737-1619. If you think FGM has to be stopped, give us a call. And if you also think that because it's associated with the honor, and those who are busy stoning pregnant women to death because of FGM, what has to be done with them? Hello, caller.
Hello, I'm Rita.
Yeah, thank you.
I have a question for Mr. Mohammed.
All right, it's good. He's listening. Can you go on?
Oh, yes. Okay. Mr. Mohammed, you said that the practice now is done by people who don't know what they're doing and doing a lot of harm to girls. And you said this operation should be done by a doctor. Do you think this practice should continue and be done by a doctor? So FGM should not be stopped but only be done by doctors?
No, if you hear, if you listen, if you have listened to me carefully, and at the end of that interview, I told them that it should be stopped.
Yes.
What I was referring was that people who are doing it, they don't have qualifications for what they are doing.
Yes, but it's
So, yeah.
But that does that mean, because the question she was asking, I was about to ask you the same question too. Does that mean that if they have qualification, they have to go ahead and do it?
No. In my opinion, I'm against FGM.
Yes, I know.
So I believe that it should be stopped. Because I know what this thing is and how it's damaging the health of women.
Yes.
And how dangerous it is. And it has nothing to do with religion. It's a cultural thing. So this is a bad culture. That's why I believe it should be stopped. But what I was referring was that people are doing it, even I know if it's wrong, they don't know what they are doing. They are just cutting, and you know that the private organ of a woman.
Yes.
There are too much blood vessels there.
Yeah.
And if you are cutting there, you know that how much damage. These women, they don't know where they are cutting, what they are doing.
Yeah.
And some girls even they die during
Bleeding.
the operation.
Yes, because of bleeding, and because of
that's the biggest problem, and that's why at the beginning I'd said that people believe that this is a religious thing, and this is an honor that they are doing a good thing for their daughters, but it has nothing to do with the religion, and it has nothing to do with culture. They have to stop.
Yes, I very much agree. But when you but when you want it to stop, then it's better to not to discuss a better way. For instance, a doctor, when you want it to stop, it's better to say it's harmful anyway. It's not necessary for no reason at all. So stop it. The woman doesn't have too much blood vessels there. She has exactly the right blood vessels there, and everybody should have their hands off them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you so much. Thank you, dear. Keep listening. Thank you for your contribution too. Now, let's because our time is far against us, I want to touch this area. In your opinion, what can be done to those who have stoned pregnant women to death because of unrelated domestic crime?
And what kind of crime is that? And
I mean, FGM is part of it because if somebody can bring out the sister and then they stone this lady because this lady married from another religion, it also means that one day, somehow, because this FGM as well, people have been discriminated in their families because they want honor, so they still want their children to continue to do FGM.
yeah, because that is really bad because nobody has the right to kill somebody or innocent person or to stone to death. Because like FGM, if the girl is not circumcised in our religion, we say that it's not a crime, and it shouldn't be done. It's not there. So that if you are killing somebody for that reason, that because it's not circumcised, and you know that you are committing a crime.
Yeah, very big one.
And also, Allah will punish you because it's not allowed to kill somebody who's innocent. Because first of all, people who are doing that, they have to investigate what FGM is. Is it a religion? Okay. Or not? And I think it's not a religion. Then that's not a crime. You are not, somebody is a woman who is not circumcised has done nothing, no crime, and should be allowed to live the way she wants to live.
Okay.
So that I think that is not a crime, and somebody who kills or stones to death a woman who is not circumcised, is that person himself is a crime. He's a criminal.
Okay, thank you so much. Oumy, please,
Yes.
can you summarize to us, tell us, what sort of impact does FGM leave on its victims? Because you are from the country where this thing have been practiced and people are still practicing it from the age of 6. So I'm sure you must have seen so many women who are victims of FGM. So what from your own observation, what do you think are some of the impacts that FGM have left in their lives?
Okay, and first of all, one, you live, you long of your life, you will see the, it's just like, when they cut some thing in your hand, when they cut your hand, you are still with one hand. And then I see like a woman who are circumcised like a paralyzed, they cut one, they take one day of your body out.
Yeah.
So you miss that thing in your life. You all of your life. One, you don't enjoy a lot of sex. You don't enjoy sex at all sometimes.
Yes.
Myself, I don't have to say my name, but I'm circumcised as well.
Okay.
So in your whole life, most of life, you don't care. You can stay without of men. Or when you are with men, sometimes you don't enjoy it. So one, that is there.
Yes.
The second one, most of them, when they are giving birth, they are suffering. They lose a lot of blood, or they can, sometimes is harmful for the women. A lot of women I know from my countries can lose babies when they are giving birth. It's now state, it's happening.
Okay.
Third one, how it can make the man not fightful to you, because when you are not giving him what he wants, then he will take it outside. So that is also very bad.
Yeah.
Yes, and
wow.
and can give infections and like how they call it, you know, when you are, if you can, you know how you can sometimes recognize girls who are not circumcised. Because I have a girl here, when she go to the bathroom, when she had peeing, you will hear the pee out, get out. Ooh, like we how are circumcised, when we are getting the pee is not getting out, or usually little. So that can stay in your stomach, can give you also blood from staking.
Wow.
So in your whole life, you are living with that pain and with that problems.
Yes.
So in my own, I will say to stop it and to stop it every day. And all women over the world, I will tell them to stand up and to be to be fighting with this issue. It's not good, it's harmful.
It is very harmful.
And they are doing it in Africa, but they are not doing it only in Africa now, because in Africa, a lot of people from Africa are traveling all over the world.
Yes.
So they can take those problems and bring it to Europe as well. So, yes, they are taking their bag with this luggage and bad issue and bad problems. They can take it to Europe as well. Because a lot of women can take their children and doing it in France. I know before.
That's what I heard, even in Britain.
Yes, they're doing it. So it's not to say, okay, it's in Africa, it's far away from me. But they are doing it as well in Europe, or yes, in America or somewhere over the world. So,
wow.
yes.
So your message to them for today is that they have to stop it.
To stop it and to help people who stand it and to punish those who are doing it still now.
Exactly.
That is my message, to give them 10 years of prison. It's harmful, my sister. It's bad, very bad.
So by the time they stay 10 solid years, they come back, they have gray hair.
Yes, then we will never do it again.
And they are no more sexual active.
No, okay.
Wow. Well, thank you so much.
And they don't even enjoy their sex life because the woman is not enjoying. She's not satisfied because she's missing some of her important organs.
Yeah.
To have a satisfaction.
Yeah.
That is the biggest problem. So if the woman is not enjoying, the man himself is not enjoying. That's why there's some married break up.
Yeah, exactly.
So that if men want to have a good wife, if they want to have to enjoy in their sex life, both of them, and they must work that the woman must not be circumcised.
Yes.
So that, because in many Muslim countries in the Middle East, they don't circumcise.
Yes, okay.
So in those areas like Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Dubai, Turkey, they don't exist.
Wow.
They don't circumcise.
Yeah.
Only in Africa. That's why we are practicing. And even some African countries like North Africa, they don't use it.
Yes.
They don't practice anymore.
Yes.
So it's something, and you can see that it has nothing to do with the religion. Because what we are doing is we are making, there are two virginity here. Women, when a woman is born, she's already a virgin.
Yeah.
That is made by God or Allah.
Yeah.
But this one, FGM, is a human made. People are making it so that they say that this is the virginity. They are making it themselves. This one is not a virginity, it's a human made. No. The only one virginity is the one which is made by Allah.
Yeah, exactly.
So that they have to stop.
I have one question from Miss Au. I want to put something. In Middle East, they are doing it as well. Like in Egypt, they are doing it as well. Because most of people are saying that the circumcised is coming from Egypt even. So also I think 94% or something, 84% are circumcised in Egypt as well, and very bad way also.
Well, thank you so much for your contributions. Thank you, Oumy, once again, and thank you, Mr. Mohammed. We think we have enjoyed this broadcast, and each and every one of you who have brought in your contributions, we do appreciate. Thank you for this particular broadcast, and we hope that those who have also listened, that you will make good use of this and stop inflicting pain upon the baby girls. Leave them alone and leave their private part alone. For God's sake, leave it alone. We hope to be with you again, and we are signing off for the day, and we wish you a blessed and happy week. God richly bless you.